Welcome to the Sound Gallery Sessions. We wish to acknowledge the people of the Kulin Nation, whose land we've been streaming from over these past few months. We pay our respects to their elders, past and present. Restrictions in Melbourne mean that we're taking a break from the live shows for a few weeks, but the music continues as we revisit some of our most memorable concerts from the series so far. Hi, my name's Lauren Taylor. I'm one of the producers here at M Live. Welcome back to the Sound Gallery Sessions. We're really happy to bring you Series 2 of our live-streamed concert series. We're live from the David Lee Sound Gallery here at Monash University. It's such an incredible space. We've got an exciting program lined up for you over the next 4 weeks. We had such a great response to the first series. Thanks so much for joining us wherever you might be streaming us from this evening via YouTube or Facebook. You're in for a real treat tonight to kick off Series 2. We have one of Australia's finest vocalists who's about to take to the stage, the wonderful Thando. Zimbabwean-born R&B artist Thando has been heralded as a commanding performer with an electric presence. Her poignant lyricism takes audiences on a journey of love, loss and self-reflection. Accompanied tonight in duo mode on the glorious grand piano by Mickey from Preston. Thando is going to be sharing her repertoire of original music for you tonight on the Sound Gallery Sessions. Before we kick off, I should mention as well that there will be a Q&A following the live set. If you have any burning questions for Thando, you can just write them in the comments section of YouTube or Facebook, and we'll try to get to as many as we can after the live set. But that's enough housekeeping from me, I think. I'll hand it over to Thando to take to the stage.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, everyone watching. Before I start my set, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners and custodians of this land, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, and I pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. The song is called Something. Mickey from Preston. And this next song is for anyone who's feeling affected by the state of the world at the moment. It can feel like it's really hard to find your voice and to voice the things that are hurting you, to articulate the pain that you're going through. And I hope that through this song, you're able to find the power and the strength that you'll need to be able to speak your mind in the face of adversity, to stand up for yourself and to show love for yourself. The song is called Gag Order. Trying to fit a square through a triangle. Gotta shape up to be right for you. But I don't get it, still don't get it. I gotta change my head to be right for it. Switch up the way I speak for it. But I don't get it, still don't get it. We've been fighting day and night, still can't get it quite right. We could pretend to be like you, so we keep it cool. We could pretend to be like you, yeah, just like you. But it feels like a gag order, gag order, gag. But it feels like a gag order, gag order, gag. Tell me who your friends is, and I can tell you who you are. Feel pressure in my mentions. I never fall apart. When you're a circle full of squares, you gotta shape up, and you can really lose yourself with all the fake love. I fight expectations to be like you, when all I ever wanted was to speak my truth. So I switch up demeanor to fit in your box. Stay marginalized, never walked in my socks. We're all insecure, intentions are pure, but your actions manure. Why, oh why, oh why do I have to be what you want me to be? When I stop for a moment, all I see is distortion, and I still don't get it. We've been fighting day and night, still can't get it quite right. We could pretend to be like you, so we keep it cool. We could pretend to be like you, yeah, just like you. But it feels like a gag order, gag order, gag. But it feels like a gag order, gag order, gag. It's a gag order, yeah. Tell me where your friends is, It's a gag order, yeah. Tell me where your friends is, This one's for anyone that's been called ghetto. In 10 years a whitewash trend, no stilettos. You're doing everything you can just to fit in. You lose every part of yourself when they're winning. My black brothers lumped in with the criminal, trivialized lives, used as pawns and political tact. They make a whole people problematic. This thing is manic, straight man-made panic. So this is not news to me. We see it in the media, so best believe, yes. With black deaths in custody, black lives dehumanized constantly. So we take to the streets, so we speak up. We exercise that God-given right, so we speak up. Murdoch has a field day. He doesn't care about what we say, no. We're still fighting day and night, but we'll never get it right. So we won't pretend to be like you, just to keep it cool. We won't pretend to be like you, yeah, just like you. discussion. This should just go without saying a word. I'm sorry. I didn't know this would happen, and now our souls have turned to dust. I'm truly sorry. We really need to work it out. You really need to work it out. I need to work it out. We really need. To work it out. To work it out. We need to work it out. We need to work it out. We need to work it out. But I'll put in that work. I swear I'll do that overtime. Please understand that I'm sorry. I know you don't want me no more. No, you don't want me no more. No, you don't want me no more. No, you don't want, no, you don't want, no, you don't want me. I said I'll put in that work. I swear I'll do that overtime. Understand that I'm sorry. I know you don't want me no more. No, you don't want me no more. No, you don't want me no more. No, you don't want, no, you don't want, no, you don't want me. There will be a time when you come around. I'll be right here, waiting on you to let you know that my walls came down and I'm ready to give it all up. Give it all up. Give it all up. Give it all up. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Work it out. Yeah, 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 say yeah. We'll work it out. Work it out. We need Said I'll put in that work. Swear I'll do that overtime. Understand that I'm sorry. No, you don't want me no more. No, you don't want me no more. No, you don't want me no more. No, you don't want, no, you don't want, no, you don't want me. Said I'll put in that work. Swear I'll do that overtime. Understand that I'm sorry. No, you don't want me no more. No, you don't want me no more. No, you don't want me no more. No, you don't want, no, you don't want, no. Sometimes in relationships, it takes a lot for you to find the strength to walk away. Step by step, I walk away from the foolish games you play. Step by step, I walk away. Took so long to find the strength to say it is what it is. I'm gone. Took so long to find the strength. inside. You give me butterflies, got me flying so high in the sky. I can't control these butterflies. You give me butterflies, got me flying so high in the sky. I can't control. It seems like the likely thing. From the start you told me that I would be your queen, but never had I imagined such a feeling. Joy is what you bring. I wanna give you everything. You give me butterflies, got me flying so high in the sky. I can't control these butterflies. You give me butterflies, got me flying so high in the sky. I can't control these butterflies. You and I are destiny. And I know that you made for me. Give me butterflies, got me flying so high in the sky. I can't control these butterflies. You give me butterflies, got me flying so high in the sky. I can't control these butterflies. You give me butterflies. I can't control. I can't control. You give me butterflies, got me flying so high in the sky. I wanna give you everything. Mickey from Preston on the keys, ladies and gentlemen. Please applaud from your homes. Mickey and I haven't played with each other for, it feels like a lifetime, and it feels so good to be able to reconnect piano and voice again. I think we fell in love with each other musically, and to be able to be doing this again together is so incredibly special. So I just want to say thank you once more to Mickey from Preston. The next song that we're going to play for you does talk about anxiety, and I wrote this song to personify anxiety, and I gave it a character, I gave it a name so that I could come to terms with what it was and what effect it had in my life, so I could learn to conquer it. It's still a fight that happens every day, but this song is one step closer to doing that. It's called Happy, and I hope that you are all able to resonate with it in some way. And I hope you enjoy it. Let me start by saying Hey, how you doing? No, it's been a minute since I hit you up. How's your mother holding up since the last time we spoke? Know that she don't like me too much. If I gotta be honest, I do not care too much about her. How's your lover? Sorry that I ran him at the door the last time I showed up uninvited. For the most part, you seem real happy, happy without me. Seems you forgot all about me, but I never forget about you. No, I can't be patient, you can't keep me waiting. So tonight I'm gonna creep up in your bed and get you. Happy, 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 happy. I show no discretion when I'm creeping through the window in the middle of the night when things ain't going right. I wrap myself around you tight, get under your skin like kryptonite. So don't you ever underestimate my power. I can make you cower in any situation. I'll make you go complacent. I'll alienate you from your so-called friends and family so I can have you. You seem real happy, happy without me. It seems you forgot all about me, but I never forget about you. No, I can't be patient, you can't keep me waiting. So tonight I'm gonna creep up in your bed and meet you. Happy, happy, without me, without me. Happy, no, 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 no. Happy, happy, without me, without me. Happy. You'll never be good enough. You won't ever be enough. You'll never be good enough, no, no, no. You'll never be good enough for this. You won't ever be enough for this. You'll never be good enough, no, no. For the most part, you seem real happy, happy without me. It seems you forgot all about me, but I never forget about you. No, I can't be patient, you can't keep me waiting. So tonight I'm gonna creep up in your bed and meet you. Oh, oh, oh. You seem real happy, yes, happy without me. It seems you forgot all about me, but I'll never forget about you. No, I can't be patient, you can't This next song is about getting to know someone without the layers of discomfort that they may have. It's about letting your guard down completely and being raw and honest and vulnerable. And it's such a beautiful thing when you get to know someone for who they are underneath the surface of being cool, what car they drive, what their salary is, what suburb they live in. It's just about who they are. And in order to do that, you have to get naked. And the song is called Naked. I wanna undress you, babe. Let me see everything. There's no need to front. You will get what you want if you let me. Yeah, I wanna undress you, babe. Let me see everything. There's no need to front. You will get what you want if you let me. Let me look into your soul. The vibes you're giving are out of control. Tell me all about your ancestors, your mother and your brother. What about sisters? Won't you let me expose you? No, not just your body. Let me get to know you. Wanna see what's real underneath your clothes. See into your soul. I wanna undress you, babe. Let me see everything. There's no need to front. You will get what you want if you let me. Yeah, I wanna undress you, babe. Let me see everything, yes. There's no need to front. You will get what you want if you let me. Because a lover like me needs substance, not a banging body or a bank account. Give me intelligence and all its abundance. Feed my mind and I'll ease your soul. You never have to worry about me walking out. And I never doubted you could put it down. Now you know exactly what I'm looking for. Baby, baby, I said I wanna undress you, babe. Let me see everything. There's no need to front. You will get what you want if you let me. Oh, I said I wanna undress you, babe. Let me see everything, yes. There's no need to front. You will get what you want if you let me undress you, undress you. See you naked, baby. Wanna see you naked. I wanna see you naked, baby. I wanna see you. Oh, I wanna see you naked, baby. I wanna see you naked. I wanna see you naked, yeah. Not just your body, baby. Show me your soul. You really got me going all out of control. Yes, I wanna see you. I wanna see you. I wanna see you. Not just your body, baby. Show me your soul. You really got me going all out of control. I wanna see you. I wanna see you. I wanna see you. Said I wanna undress you, baby. Let me see everything. Yes, there's no need to front. You will get what you want if you let me. Oh, said I wanna undress you, baby. Let me see everything. Oh, there's no need to front. You will get what you want if you let me, baby. Mickey from Preston. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, ladies and gentlemen. This next song is going to be our final song. I would like to thank MLive for having us. Thank you so much to Lauren and everyone working behind the scenes. It's actually such an incredible feeling to be able to play a live gig and sing in a beautiful room, and I'm feeling really, really blessed right now to have this opportunity, so thank you. And thank you so much to everyone at home watching and for giving us your love and attention. If you are so inclined to perhaps make a financial donation, I would really appreciate if you were able to make a donation to pay the rent. It's an opportunity to put some money back into the Indigenous community, and the website for that is www.paytherent.net.au. More on that later. Our last song is called Gone, and I would like to dedicate it to our friend Molisi Tuinavai. Talk every day like it was routine, and I need you now. You're nowhere to be found. I'm getting down. Come see me. You said that you would stay unconditionally. I've been missing you. We love you, Mo. Thank you very much for your love and attention tonight. Stick around 30 seconds. We're going to do a Q&A. Send through any questions if you'd like to have a chat. Please send some questions through for Mickey as well. It'll be a good time. We'll see you shortly.
I want to thank you, Thando, for such an incredibly powerful performance. That was really amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's just a joy to watch you sing and, to sing in this incredible sounding room as well. And wonderful piano playing, Mickey, as well. It is slightly weird, I guess, not being in front of an audience tonight as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But it's been a few months of having to get used to not having a crowd, and I feel like tonight's probably the only time that I've been at peace with it, and I've been like, okay, this is okay. So I didn't feel weird, which was good.
That's good.
I feel good, yeah.
I guess, speaking of audiences, did I hear that when you were younger, you used to perform in front of your family concerts for them and charge them for tickets?
Yes, I did. My sisters and I used to pretend we were TLC, and we would make like little handwritten tickets and sell them to our family members and force them to watch us. So, yeah, it was good fun.
How much did you charge your family members?
Oh, I don't know, a snack. Is that a weird thing? What was I going to do with money? I think I would have been like 7 or 8 years old. So, yeah.
I love it. Baby Thando. We're going to be taking some audience questions very soon. So if you've got any burning questions for Thando after that incredible performance as part of the Sound Gallery sessions, we'd love to hear from you. Just type them into the comment section on YouTube or Facebook, whatever platform you're streaming us from tonight. But Thando, a number of songs we heard tonight were from your new EP, which is Life in Colour, which you've said is about your lived experience as a person of colour living in Australia. One of the tracks you played in your set tonight in particular, called Gag Order, was an incredibly powerful track, and I wanted to start by talking to you about that and asking you about your intentions behind that track. Yeah,
definitely. I wrote that song initially from the perspective of someone, I guess, from the African diaspora, or, any sort of immigrant perspective. Basically, when you come to a place like Australia, there is the expectation that you will be a good immigrant and try and assimilate as much as possible. It's an unspoken thing. It's just a thing that we all know you have to do. If you want to survive, you have to just try and not be so other. Yeah, so to just kind of whitewash as much of yourself as you physically can. In my case, that was, I stopped wearing Afrocentric hairstyles, so like braids and cornrows and stuff, because that would just be a point of like something people could, or kids at school would be able to bully me for, like, straight up. My accent changed dramatically. I don't speak like this when I'm at home. And I'm sure if anyone's ever heard me talk to any of my family members or my sisters or anything, they've heard me speak in what I call my natural accent. So code switching is a very real thing. And just, I guess the more important thing is to not be so outspoken when it comes to politics and sort of, voicing any concerns about the way that you might be treated because of your differences. And I think I went through about 17 years living in this country where I always put in active work trying to code switch in every possible way I could. And I just kind of got to a point where I was like, who am I doing this for? And I felt a disconnection with who I was. And, given I've lived here since I was 7 years old, so a lot of this is part of who I am now, and I definitely accept that. But I'm kind of on a mission to try and reclaim some of the things that I took away, because I have a child now, and she needs to be able to understand why she has curly hair or dark skin. And, her father is white Australian, I'm black Australian, so to be able to explain why she might be different to some of her friends at school and to be able to take pride in those differences is incredibly important to me, because I wanted to be able to embrace all the sides of her heritage. So, yeah, that's why I wrote the song.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I guess, to see so many people across the country and around the world stand in solidarity with the recent Black Lives Matters protests as well, it feels like there's an important, shift happening
Absolutely.
globally
Yeah.
right now. And it was such a powerful statement on Saturday. I was wondering maybe if you wouldn't mind sharing some of your personal reflections of the weekend and maybe recent events of the last week.
Yeah, definitely. I think one thing that, Black people who aren't Indigenous to this country tend to forget when they are in situations where they might obviously be confronted about their race, or they're in very difficult positions, being discriminated against, that we have to have Indigenous people at the forefront of our activism through and through, no matter what. We do have a level of privilege that they don't have. We have, platforms that we need to be able to use to uplift their voices and to amplify their causes. And I think what sort of happened as far as my thought process is the news about George Floyd broke out, and I empathized with the Black Lives Matter movement in the US, and then I started reflecting on my own experiences here, and I just fell into this dark hole where I realized that, there's always a narrative that is constantly pushed out that just kind of shows how undervalued and how, like, the inequalities within our communities, in amongst people of color. And I say people of color because I don't mean just like Black Africans, I mean Indigenous people, I mean people from Fiji, like Melanesians. Like, there is a whole community of people that have experiences that half of this country wouldn't even ever think are real experiences. We don't walk through this world the same way that a lot of people do. And I think once I realized that I too am a guest on stolen land, I'm an African settler on this land, I needed to think about how my actions affect Indigenous people in this land. It wasn't until maybe a year ago that I actually incorporated an acknowledgement of country at the beginning of my sets, and it's something that I need to make sure that I'm constantly aware of, because it doesn't make sense for me to have a platform as a brown person and not highlight that there is a whole people in this country that still don't have equality. Now, everybody has some unconscious or conscious bias when it comes to Indigenous people. There are statistics about it, like the information is out there. And I think Australia has a very hard time coming to terms with the fact that it's not a perfect multicultural melting pot as it thinks it is. There's definitely a lot of, implicit bias that we need to confront, and as long as we're aware of it, it doesn't mean that we're bad people. We learn to grow from it, and we can make a better world. And I think about the kind of world that my children are going to grow up in, and that's the reason why it's so important to me to make a change, not just for their benefit, but so that they can obviously be aware of their privilege and how they carry themselves in the world and what they can do to make it better for the people they're leaving it behind for.
Thank you for sharing that. Obviously, there's a lot of hard and important work that needs to be done now. Yeah. Obviously there's so much to talk about on that issue, but we do also have time restrictions tonight. We need to get to some audience questions as well. I think we've got one coming through here from Lavinia. Thando, you have such an incredible voice. Who are some of the artists that have inspired you as a vocalist?
I love Beyonce. That's not even a lie. I grew up listening to Destiny's Child and TLC, and when I started, I guess, embracing my artistic identity as a singer and as a musician, I fell in love with Alicia Keys, which is what Mickey and I have in common, and we have this shared love for her.
Do we hear an Alicia Keys track in there tonight?
Yes, but it's a nice little album track it's not a single, so people wouldn't know it. So for anyone out there that's a real Alicia Keys stan, you'll know it. Yeah, so it was Butterflies. And it was It was. I've been listening to a lot of different music since coming up. My dad loved all sorts of music, and I sort of get my influence from his taste. It's anything from like Queen. So, like, I love Freddie Mercury, and that's where the sort of boisterous like persona and showmanship, especially when I play with my band, that's sort of where I get that from. And then, yeah, Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston, as far as the soul connection, and yeah, and Jill Scott. Jill Scott's another massive one.
Can I just say, I saw you recently in another venue we have here at the Ian Potter Centre for Performing Arts at Monash University at the Counts, performing the Jill Scott project. Yeah. What an awesome show. Can you tell us maybe what resonates with you about Jill Scott and her music?
Yeah, Jill Scott is amazing, and I see myself represented in her, and I feel like that's an incredibly important thing to have. You know, I didn't see a lot of people that looked like me on TV when I was growing up. And so the music that I listened to was very reflective of what's missing in the visual. So I look up to her in the sense that I would love to be that sort of person for someone here in Australia. You know, I want the next little black girl to be looking on TV or listening on the radio and look me up and see themselves and know that they can do that too. And honestly, I feel a lot of my art, like my artistry and I guess my passion, comes from mirroring her confidence and her. She just has no restrictions with how she tells her truth through her music. And, you know, a lot of these songs that we played for you tonight are very personal, and they're stories and things that have happened to me. And to be able to have that courage and that confidence to know that it's okay to tell your stories without any, like, no holds barred, I definitely get that from her. So yeah, she's a bad bee. Censored myself very quickly.
We have this one sort of question, but a comment from Janet. Am I supposed to read this whole name? Janet Watson Cruz says, "Love
the plucking of the keys." Yes, that was awesome. Mickey definitely knows how to use the whole instrument. I love that.
Tell us about how it was to play that amazing Steinway, Mickey.
It was pretty fun. It was just, how often do you get like a grand piano? You know, I was just seeing it. It's like, whoa.
That's the only reason we took this gig, was the piano.
It's pretty cool. You just touch the string. I was like, oh, go for it. Like, couldn't help myself.
We have a question from Ruth for Thando. From a 7-year-old Bridget who loves to sing. How do you get such an amazing voice?
I practice so hard. Bridget, if you have the opportunity to get into singing lessons, you have to like sing as much as you would do your homework, as much as you would go to school. It has to have the same level of commitment. And I am very, very, very meticulous in my craft and my art. I never used to be. I used to just kind of get up and sing and just have a play. But when I started teaching young singers, I realized the importance of rehearsing and, you know, honing in your craft, your technique. You know, 5 years ago, I would have been able to sing a set like that and still have a talking voice. I would have been completely hoarse. But yeah, practice and drink lots of water. That's how you get a good singing voice. Practice and lots of water.
We have a question coming through from Wally who says, there seems to be a real thriving hip-hop, R&B and soul scene in Melbourne, artists like Sampa the Great, Silent J and Remy, and asks, are there any up-and-coming artists on your radar, Thando, that we should be taking notice of?
Yes, absolutely. There's a really incredible artist by the name of Pookie, Pookie. She's a beautiful South Sudanese hip-hop artist. So it would be awesome to go show your support. If you Google her, she'll come straight up. Who else can I think of? I'm surprised you didn't mention Kayit. Kayit's awesome.
Of Kayit.
Yeah, she's amazing. So great things coming from her. And one of my really, really good friends, she's an incredible soul R&B singer. Her name is Helena. She goes by Leon, Lheon. And she's recently released a couple of singles this last couple of months, so go check her out because she also sings backing vocals for me, so maybe I'm biased, but she's incredible, so you'll definitely enjoy that music. But yeah, our scene has so many incredible underground artists, and I'm definitely not name dropping all of them, otherwise we'll be here all night. But yeah, there's an incredible pool of talent. So cheers for the shout out. I think they'll love that.
We've got a question from Sarah who says, Thando is such a great voice. Are there any other artists out there that you'd like to collaborate with?
So many. I would love to do a track with Nairi. So Nairi is a beautiful R&B artist, singer, songwriter, just like most epic artist. She lives in Sydney, and I've been a massive fan of hers for years. And we've sung songs together for gigs that I've done, but we've never written together, and I would love to do that. But it's weird, like we try to be friends. You know, we were at WOMAD together with both our babies, but I just felt so awkward. She invited me to sit down and have breakfast with her at the hotel, and I was like, oh no, I can't have breakfast with you. I'll be late for what I'm doing. Because what would I talk to her about? I don't know if you can be friends with people you look up to that hard, because you still want to maintain that level of like, you know? And I feel like if we became friends, I'd get too comfortable. I don't know. Anyways, Nairi, I'd like to collaborate with you. So just
reaching out to Nairi. We need to make this happen.
My DMs.
We have a last question, a final question. Thanks for all of your amazing questions, everyone, too. A follow-up from Sarah, who says they're curious to know what, if anything, you'd like to see change about the music industry.
I will be here all night if I answer this in detail, but I will mention one thing, and I guess I'm addressing the Australian music scene. I would love to see some more support for homegrown artists. A lot of music festivals, obviously, due to COVID-19, aren't able to go ahead because, restrictions, but I've also seen a lot of feedback from people. I know that there was a festival that wanted to relaunch and have an all-Australian lineup and have no international acts. And some of the feedback from people was appalling. And I just thought the only reason they think this is because media, and the gatekeepers of this industry definitely push up and elevate international acts and international music when there is so much incredible talent in our backyard and all around the country. Like this is a continent, people, okay? There is plenty of talent everywhere, West Coast, East Coast, North, South, everywhere. It's really, really important to be able to offer those opportunities to Australian artists and to not have to import artists. So I would like to see more artists played on commercial radio during prime time, not the graveyard shift. I'd like to see more Australian artists get top billing on major festivals, and maybe the federal government to inject some more money into our industry, because we do generate more income than sport. Just saying.
Well, I want to say thank you so much to the wonderful Thando and Mickey from Preston. It's been just a pleasure to have you both here in the David Lee Sound Gallery at Monash University as part of MLive's Sound Gallery sessions. Speaking of great local music, over the next 3 weeks, we've got some more incredible local artists to bring to your ears as part of the second series of the Sound Gallery sessions. Next Wednesday at 7 o'clock, I hope you can join us for a wonderful local artist called Elizabeth, who's going to be here on the grand piano playing versions from her debut record, The Wonderful World of Nature. So that's 7 o'clock next Wednesday right here on YouTube or Facebook, wherever you're streaming us from. Big thank you again to Thando and Mickey from Preston. I wish people would be here to applaud you right now. It feels weird that it's silence. They're clapping at home. They're clapping at home. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Have a beautiful Wednesday evening. We'll see you next week. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, MLive Melbourne, and listen to your favourite Sound Gallery sessions anytime. Plus artist Q&As and much more. As soon as we can, we'll be returning to our live weekly concerts in the David Lee Sound Gallery. Stay in touch at monash.edu/mlive to get notified when we announce the next lineup of brilliant and diverse Australian artists.